Thank you for starting your day with Compassion's morning meditation. I'm Pastor W. Lonnie Herndon. Listen to this word from the Lord.
Good morning. Welcome to Morning Meditations. My name is MIT Ardell McDuffie, and I will be bringing you today's morning meditation from Galatians chapter 2, verses 20 to 21. But before I get into that, I need to give you, some background of what was going on in Galatia so that you'll understand what was happening in verses 21 and 20 and 21. Christianity was a Jewish Masonic movement in Jerusalem. And, it was a new movement that was happening. And the traditional Jews were kind of not really ready to accept the Gentiles into the faith, but eventually they did. Now, the traditional Jews were saying, hey, listen, if you want to be like us, you have to get circumcised. Well, when Paul heard about this, he kind of got upset because it was like, wait a minute, what? You're adopting something totally different than what Jesus came for. So Paul ran to Jerusalem. They didn't run, but Paul went to Jerusalem, met with the other apostles. And he said, listen, are we really requiring these guys to get circumcised? Because that makes no sense, because Jesus doesn't require us to get circumcised to believe in him. So all the other apostles agreed. Peter, on the other hand, he ran to Antioch, and he started sitting with the new Jewish Christians, let's call them that. And when the traditional Jews came around, they had saw that Peter was sitting with them, and it kind of rubbed them the wrong way, and they put pressure on Peter, and Peter caved. And this upsetted Paul big time. In the words of today, Paul was saying, Peter, why you turn your back on us? Why you flake on us, man? Because this isn't what we had talked about. So Paul was very upset. And then Paul was saying, listen, you guys got it all wrong. We don't need to follow the law. Paul expressed in his anger that Jesus fulfilled the law. So therefore, it was no need for us to follow the law anymore. It is not what we do that justifies us with Christ. It's the fact that he died on the cross and we believe in him that makes us right and justifies us with Christ. In the heart of Paul's message in chapter 2, Paul breaks this in verse 20 and 21. He says, my old self has been crucified with Christ. It is no longer I who live, but Christ lives in me. So I live in this earthly body by trusting in the Son of God who loved me and gave himself for me. I do not treat the grace of God as meaningless. For if keeping the law could make us right with God, then there was no need for Christ to die. That's a double meaning. You have to understand that that's a double meaning. Paul is saying, listen, it is not your works that's going to make you justified with God. It is not what we do that's going to make us stand right in front of God. It is the fact that he sent his son down to die for us, and we believe in him that is going to make us right with him. So, in essence, it is not the works that we do that makes us right. It's the fact that we believe in Christ, and he did something that we could not do that makes us right. Paul is saying, listen, I have the Spirit of Christ in me. And if you are saved and you believe in him, you have the Spirit of Christ in you also. So whatever Christ was a partaker of, you are a partaker of also. So therefore, if he defeated the law, technically, yes, you defeated the law also by his Spirit that lives in you. So it's no need for circumcision. That's of the law. We don't need it. The moral of the story is, it is not our works that is going to justify us with God. It is the fact that we believe in him. Thank you for tuning in to today's morning meditation. My name is Ardell McDuffie. I pray you be blessed.